Hey guys, Lazy Developer is here. Today we're gonna create a cabinet or cupboard for kitchen that you can see that in regular kitchen. We're gonna create that in Blender. So why are we creating this? It's for level design purposes. So we can add more details to our levels. So let's get started. This is how it looks like. This is just a drawing, nothing special about it. I just do this just to visualize what I'm about to create. Anyways, let's get started. You can see all of my shortcut keys that I use in on the left bottom side. So yeah, if you wanna know how the shortcut works, or you wanna see how what shortcut I use, it's right there on the top left, bottom left corner. That talks about all the shortcut keys. I'm gonna put that in the link so you can check that as well. Anyways, let's get started. First of all, we're gonna delete everything. So just press A and and press delete. So to add a new object, first of all, let's get our reference photos. This is the reference photos we're gonna use. So press Shift A and then empty. As you can see, the picture was in a weird direction. You can rotate and make it perfectly, but I'm there is a simple way to do it. You can press the number 1 to see that front view and then do the same thing. That way you can see it's perfectly on place. Anyways, let's name our new picture reference photo. You can press F2 or double click on the name just to edit the name, and I'm gonna press number 1 again from the number pad to get the top view. You can press G to move around, move the objects, and yeah, I think it's not in the perfect place. X, okay, yeah. I'm gonna add a new object that should be a Q because that's closer to the cabinet. Oh, by the way, before I forget, let's save our project. This is very important. Save as. I'm just gonna. Yeah, this is where I'm gonna. Cabinet. That's my file's name. And yeah, make sure to use save. Blender sometimes crash, and hopefully you don't lose anything that you work on. It would be a real pain if you lost it. Anyways, let's get straight to the point. Straight to the cabinet. So I'm gonna scale this up a little bit. It's just press S to do that. G to move around, and S a little bit more. Okay, I just want to scale in one direction. So as you can see, this red line means X. So I'm gonna press S first and then press G. Oops, that didn't work. S. Oh, I'm gonna press X. So you can see I can scale just on one axis, just about right here. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's name our cube to cabinet slash cupboard. In British they said it's cupboard, in America they said it's cabinet. I don't know, I just learned this from my friend. Anyways, let's press enter, and here you go. Now we are about to model our this cube and make it look similar to the reference photos. You can take the reference photo. If you just hide, you see that eye icon there, just press it. It's gonna hide the object but not delete the actual object. You already know that, just in case. Anyways, we're gonna move on. Let's press the tab button. Okay, select the object first and then press tab, and as you can see, you are in the edit mode. Right here you can access manually, or you can use the hotkeys. Hotkeys is tab. Okay, so we're gonna use the mirror object, mirror tool. So first we're gonna cut the object in half. So first press Ctrl R. You can see that yellow line, press it. You have to press twice so it can place in the middle perfectly. Now you are gonna go to the wireframe by pressing Alt Z. As you can see, I'm gonna hide the reference photo for now so you can see the inside. Just it's because like you can select everything from one direction. Like you can see, you can select everything, doesn't matter. But let's say you're not in the wireframe mode and you're trying to select this. As you can see, you didn't select everything. That's why it's important to get into the wireframe so you can select everything and then press delete, so you can make it in, cut it in half. See, now it's in half. We're gonna get back to the object mode by pressing tab. Yeah, the tab is, if you press tab twice, it's gonna like, it's just back and forth between edit mode and object mode. Anyways, we're gonna add the mirror thing, mirror tool. So first select the object, and then you can see here mirror. Press that, and yeah, there it is. And make sure you turn on the clip if you don't want your objects to like, it's gonna help you stick the objects. Like there is no gap between this mirror version of your object and your original cupboard that you're gonna work on. Anyways, we're gonna move on to the next part. So I'm gonna get out from the wireframe mode, and I'm gonna press the 3 key to select the whole face. It's not the number pad, it's right on the top of the letter keys. As you can see, I select the whole face here. I'm gonna press E to extrude and right click to discontinue the extrude tool, and then press the S. Oops, as you can see, it doesn't work that well. We don't want it to be stick with that. You see, it's stuck right there. We don't want that. So let's Control Z and turn off the clipping. So as you can see, we can now, but there is something weird going on. Oh yeah, I see. Well, we're gonna work on that later, okay? As you can see the inside. Don't worry about that. We're gonna fix that later. Anyways, let's move on and then press E to extrude a little bit so we can have the door for the cabinet. Anyways, that's pretty. And now we're gonna add a handle so you can interact with the cabinet or cupboard. So the way I'm gonna do this is simple. I'm just gonna create a lot of vertex, so I can make a face that looks like a handle. So I'm just gonna keep pressing Ctrl R. You're gonna see what I mean by that. Just like that. As you can see, it looks like you can only select the edge button by now. If you press 1, it's gonna take you to the vertex mode. If you press 2, it's gonna take you to the edge mode, and if you press 3, it's gonna let you select the face mode. Alright, let's keep working. It's just a square, we don't really want that, we want it to be circle. So let's add more vertex here. And yes, we're gonna get into the top view by pressing 1 from the number pad key. And yeah, just press Z and try to make it look like a circle. I'm gonna be more details about this so it doesn't look that horrible. If you wanna see, I'm gonna add more vertex here. Okay. Control R. Okay. If you don't do this from the top view, you are not gonna get a straight line. Like, it's gonna move away from that point. Anyways, that's another thing. Forget about that. Oops. G. Anyways, that looks like a circle to me. I'm just gonna go with that. If you want, you can add more details by adding more vertex, but I'm happy with this. So I'm gonna get back to the face view and I'm gonna select everything right here. Hopefully it didn't select the back other stuff, and I'm gonna press the extrude. Okay, it looks good to me. And yeah, let's fix that issue right here. So right now we are still in the mirror mode. Okay, so we're gonna click apply, and as you can see, you can't really apply it. So let's get back to the object mode and now press apply. Now as you can see, it's already applied. Alright, Now let's get back to the edit mode, and we're gonna get into the edge mode by pressing 2. And what we're gonna do is select the two edges. As you can see, there is a gap between these two edges. I'm gonna press the key F, and this is gonna fill up the gap between those two edges. That's the whole purpose of the F key, hotkey. That. Anyways, I'm gonna do the same for the rest of the edges. So the shortcut way to do is select the first edge and the last edge by press Ctrl and then click. As you can see, it selected the whole thing. Do the same for this. First select the object and then go here and then press F. As you can see, it filled up the whole thing. Problem fixed. And that's pretty much it. That's our cupboard. You can add more details, but that's the basic of the cupboard. I hope that video was helpful, and thank you very much for watching. And let me know if you have any suggestions, advice, feedback to improve the tutorial. And you have a nice day. I'll see you soon.